My name is Pam, and I recently got a Gili Mako paddleboard. It's an inflatable SUP, and the reason I wanted to do a review about it is that when I was looking to buy one, I think I found one other YouTube, and I thought, you know, it's easier to buy things when you can find several people's opinion and several people's review. So I'm going to try and do my best to give you my thoughts and impressions about this paddleboard. I've had it for about 6 weeks. I've probably taken it out 4 to 6 times. I've bought a couple extra accessories for it, and now I'm ready to tell you about it. I chose the Gili Mako because I didn't want a really big board. I'm not a very big person, and I'm kind of short. I'm 5'4", and I wanted a board that I thought I could handle. And it seemed like so many of the boards are made for, you know, they hold a lot of weight, and they're made for people that are a lot bigger than me, up to 6'2" or up to 280 pounds, and I'm around 130. So this board seems more like it would fit me. It's only 10 feet, it's 32 inches wide, it's 6 inches thick, and I think it can hold 240 pounds, which is plenty. It weighs 20 pounds. I bought it directly from Gili. It was $450. Well, the Mako came with a really nice backpack bag. It came with my paddles. It came with the blow-up pump. It came with one of those little cases, a waterproof case you can put your cell phone in. It came with the leash. I think that's all the important stuff that it came with. I like to go out and paddle somewhere and they just float around on the board. I like to lay on my back and watch the clouds go by. So I bought an anchor, which I really like. I feel like it adds a great deal of enjoyment for me, because I don't intend to paddle the whole time I'm out there. And then I got a cup holder that goes into one of the mounts on the board. That was one of the other things I really liked about the Mako board, is that it has several mounts. It's got bungee cords in the front and the back, and it also has Velcro straps on the side that will hold my paddle if I don't want to paddle. I am a backpacker. The first time I used the pump, I had misunderstood the instructions. It's a dual action pump, and it took me around 300 to 325 pumps to fill my Mako. The next time I used the pump properly, and it took right about 200 pumps to fill the Mako. The first 100-ish, maybe 110, were pretty easy, and they were pumping in both directions. And then the remaining pumps were just it was just filling it in one direction.
13 pounds.
I think it's pretty easy to pump up. I use the manual pump. My reason is I'm doing this for the pleasure of it and for the adventure and exercise involved in doing it. So when it gets toward the end, I have to use some of my body weight. It is not difficult. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes. I have not had any trouble picking it up using the handle that's in the middle, kind of where you stand. I can carry it 100 feet or however far that is to the water. Not a problem at all. If it's really windy, it becomes a little bit of a problem because it wants to blow me around. If I was much shorter, it would become a problem. But they do sell like a shoulder strap, and then I, might consider using a shoulder strap. The very first time I went paddleboarding, I launched from a sandy shoreline. Ever since then, I launch off the dock. We always go to the park in town, and it's got a place where I can just walk out on a dock, and I put my ankle strap on and put it in the water and climb on, and it's very easy. I just feel like if I were to drop it when I'm carrying it over to put it in the lake, that I might ruin the fins, and so I wait and put the fins on kind of at the last minute. I think it handles really well on the water. I can turn on a dime. I feel pretty stable. My biggest issue is sometimes it's windy, and when it's windy enough, you get a little bit of waves and you get pushed around by the wind, and it makes it a little difficult to make progress paddling forward. So I sometimes drop to my knees in order to make progress. Well, it's beautiful. I really like what it says on the bottom. I'm kind of glad I get to carry it around at the park a little bit because it talks about saving our oceans. Gili does make a donation to some nonprofits that do seek to save the oceans. And then I really like, and I use it multiple times every time I go paddling, I like being able to put my paddle securely in those Velcro straps and not just have it laying around loose on my board. The bag is plenty big enough. You could probably fit a half another SUP in the same bag. I put everything that I want to in there when I'm gonna go paddle. Well, I'm not sure if there's anything that I don't like about it. I don't have anything that I could complain about at this point. So if you want my final thoughts, I say, get off the fence, get out on the water and have some fun. I have a lot of fun with this board. It fits in a small car, so you can paddle anywhere. And that's what it's about, isn't it?